What up, Woodies? Welcome back to another episode of VaporWood. Kennard here. Today we're doing a hardware review. We're taking a look at the Koopor Plus. All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of VaporWood. Thank you so much for tuning in. Pleasure to be with you. And to any new people out there, nice to see you. Welcome to VaporWood. I am Kennard, and today we are taking a look at this Koopor Plus, a 200-watt temp control device, dual 18650. It's a pretty solid device, people. But without further ado, let's get right to it. Let's go down. Let's get up close. Let's get up in them guts of the Koopor Plus. Alright, you guys, here we are up close with the Koopor Plus. This is the box it comes in. Got your scratch off for authenticity here. On the back of the box you have all your specs and some warnings and a little bit of info about the device, along with some QR codes down here that you can scan. Slides out just like so. And then this side here slides out like a drawer, and you have your device. Now underneath this foam here will be your instruction manual, your warranty card, all that good stuff. Here's your instruction manual. This is a card about battery safety. Make sure the wraps on your batteries aren't ripped or torn in any way. When using the Koopor Plus, there's a warning on the back as well. Always keep your batteries in pristine condition. If your battery wraps are torn, definitely take them to a shop or learn how to rewrap them yourself. It's super easy. You can do it with a hair dryer. If you don't want to do it yourself, take it to a shop. Take it to your local vape shop, your local brick and mortar. I'm sure they'll have no problem wrapping your batteries. And here's your customer card. You put all your information on there, and it tells you about the warranty and all that stuff on the back. Now, I definitely recommend reading the instruction manual. Koopor Plus has a lot of functions, and it can do a lot of things. It's got a memory mode, it's got temperature control, it's got all kinds of stuff. I'll go over the specs, the complete specs here in a minute. But this instruction manual is very helpful. When you're navigating around the menus, the options are indicated by little diagrams or icons. So this instruction manual will definitely help you in understanding what all of those are. Before we dig into the device, I did want to show this real quick. It does come with a nice silicone sleeve. It is bright orange. I think they have some different colored sleeves as well. There's a black sleeve, I think is what it is. They have an orange sleeve and a black sleeve. Mine came with the orange sleeve. Alright, here we are with the star of the show, the Koopor Plus 200-watt TC dual 18650 device. We do some quick specs real quick. In power mode, it can fire down to a 0.1 resistance all the way up to a 3 ohm resistance. In temperature control mode, it can fire down to a 0.08 resistance all the way up to a 3 ohm resistance. It's made of stainless steel and zinc alloy, and it has an output power of 6 watts to 200 watts and an output voltage of 0.35 volts all the way up to 8 volts. It is a dual 18650 regulated series box. Here you can see the buttons. This is the battery panel. Lots of holes for battery venting. Shows you pull it down to open. The other side. There's the bottom, more battery venting holes down here. There's also a USB port for updates. Now the updates, you will have to send the device in to an authorized dealer, or if your local shop is an authorized Koopor representative or whatever, they will be able to do the updates for you, which I think is a con. I think you should be able to do the updates yourself, but it is what it is. That's how it is. Back to the battery panel real quick. To open it up, you'll just slide it down like so. And those magnets are a bit weak. So if you're like me and you fiddle with stuff all the time, you're gonna be doing this. You're gonna be doing that nonsense all the time. But anyway, you slide that off. There's your dual batteries. One positive up, one negative up. You got the little ribbon here. There you go. It's pretty clean. Everything's all encased in there. Pretty nice. And as you'll see, there's tons of holes all the way around for venting of the chip. There's plenty of venting in this thing. Here is your 510 connection. That 510 connection is spring loaded. Alright, let's get right into it. It is a 5-click on device. These buttons are very clicky, they're very nice. So, welcome. As you see, the screen is very simple, very easy to read. Right now it is in power mode, and it does remember your wattage when you turn it on. Last I was using it was 75 watts with the crown tank, and you see the screen dims a little bit after it's been sitting. Eventually it will shut off. These are your up and down buttons. You can change your wattage up and down. It goes in 0.1 increments when you click it. Of course, if you hold it, it will fast scroll. And the longer you hold it, the faster it goes. All the way up to 200 watts. Over here you got your battery level. This right here where it says max, you can set the way it delivers the power to your RDA. With the max setting, it's just giving a constant burst of power. Now you have different settings like normal and light, and there's soft, and I think there's hard. We'll go through it in the menu here in a minute. But what that does is it just changes how the voltage is delivered to your RDA in like a curve. Basically like a ramp-up curve. It's 3 clicks to get into the menu. 1, 2, 3. Then you will see these icons here. And in the instructions, they will tell you what all these icons mean. You use your up and down buttons to switch, or you can just click the fire button to switch. To select anything, you need to hold the fire button. So you go in here, and here you go. You have your modes. So the first option is your modes. You have wattage mode, temp mode, memory mode. Now when you pick a mode, it's going to ask you some questions. We'll switch to temp mode just to show you the questions. Hold the fire button to select. Now here's where you pick that strength I was talking about. Minimum, soft, normal, hard, maximum. Like I said, and that's just changing how it delivers the power to your RDA. Back into the menu. Yeah, if you sit for a while, it will go back into the main screen. So 1, 2, 3, back into here. Switch to temp mode. Pick a strength. Then here you can pick what type of wire. So you got stainless steel. You got stainless steel. You got Ni200 wire and titanium wire. So I have stainless steel. Here's your temperature coefficient. And this is the number that I use, 0.00092. Then here you can also select dual coil, single coil. So I use a dual coil. And then you'll be back into temperature mode. Okay, back to the menu over here. Over here, this is your puffs. Alright, in the puff section, you can set a max amount of puffs. So when it reaches that, the device won't fire anymore. I'm not sure if I think it's just for the day. I'm not really sure how it works because I've never used it. I set it to never because why would you want to? I don't know. I guess if you're trying to step yourself down in your vaping, that's one way to discipline yourself, I suppose. I don't know. I just leave it set to never. And then down here is your total number of puffs. I'm at 10,498. Like I said, this has been my daily driver. This has been my daily driver for probably about 3 months now. Okay, and then this icon here with the gear is a bunch of different settings that have to do with like the display. Okay, you can go into stealth mode. And stealth mode blanks the screen out. So it only lights up when you hit the button. There's no atomizer on there, so it says check atomizer. 3 clicks to go back to the menu. Then you can set your screen time, how long you want the screen to stay on. That icon there, the black and white circle, this is your contrast. So setting the contrast will make the screen a little darker or brighter, depending on your preference. This icon here with the little padlock, you can go in here and rotate the screen. And here you can fine tune the resistance, like a resistance lock on your atomizer. This is your exit option. And then your last two icons, this one is your power, and this one is to go back to the main screen. It's your power option here. Go over to off and hold the fire button. It says Koopor, goodbye, and shuts off. Now one of the modes I wanted to show, this is memory mode. You go into memory mode, and it has the same questions. You set your strength. Now here you can set your wattage for the memory, and there's a ton of different memory slots on here. I can't remember exactly how many there are, but there's a bunch. If you sit for too long, it'll just save it. But so when you're in memory mode, when you use the up and down buttons, it switches through your presets. Let's just check right now, see how many presets there are. Okay, so there are 20 presets that you can use, that you can set up for whatever you want. And each preset can be, it can be, say, preset 1 can be, you know, for your tanks, it's at 50 watts, 60 watts, whatever, in power mode. Preset 2 could be 420 degrees, set up for Ni 200. Preset 3 could be set up for stainless steel, and then preset 4 could be back for wattage mode. So you can use these presets for the temperature control mode, the wattage mode, any of that, which is pretty nice. Once again, look in your instruction manual for the complete instructions on how to use the memory mode, but it's very simple. And just real quick, guys, that's what it looks like with the orange sleeve on there. Buttons are still very clicky. Yeah, looks pretty nice. And it also has venting in the sleeve. One thing I do want to show you guys before we go back out and get the pros and cons and all that good stuff. If you hit the fire button with no atomizer on there, it'll tell you check atomizer. When you throw a new atomizer on there, you go to hit the fire button again, it's going to ask if that was a new coil. Yes or no. Up for yes. And it will detect the resistance again and lock itself. The resistance pretty much stays right where it's at. Alright guys, that's it for the up close. Let's back on out. Let's get the pros and cons, the final thoughts. Get on out of here. Alright folks, there you have it. The ins and outs, the up close, the guts of the Koopor Plus. It's a pretty solid device, people. But let's get right to it. Let's hit those pros and cons. First pro. Alright guys, the first pro is the fit and finish. I really like the design. It's very simple. Button placement is nice. And I like the polished aluminum look, although it is a fingerprint magnet. Pro number 2. Second pro for me, guys, is functionality. The device does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. The menu system is easy to navigate and easy to understand. Alright, let's hit the cons, folks. First con. First con for me is this button is a bit loud. There's a very loud button. In the car when it's quiet, I really notice the sound of the button, or in places where it's kind of quiet, I really notice the sound of that button. It's a nice clicky button, I'll give it that, but it's a bit on the loud side. Con number 2, upgrades. Although I don't think there are any upgrades out yet, but when they are available, you will have to send your device in to an authorized dealer or take it to a shop where they're an authorized Koopor Plus representative, and they have to do the upgrades because there's a special cable that's got like a little microchip set up on it. I'm not really sure what the cable is. I imagine though that if you could find the cable, you could do the updates yourself. But as far as what Koopor is saying, you're going to have to send your device in to have it updated. Third con. The last con for me, folks, is this battery door. The magnets are a bit weak, and if you're anything like me, got a little bit of OCD, you will sit there and do this all the time, non-stop. Alright folks, you know what time it is. Let's get them cheesy graphics out. It's time for them final thoughts. Final thoughts on the Koopor Plus 200 watt dual 18650. Does temp control for stainless steel, Ni 200 and titanium wire. I think it's a pretty damn good device, folks. This has been my daily driver for a few months now. I like it quite a bit. I love that it does temp control for stainless steel right out of the box. I did have to adjust the temperature coefficient in the stainless steel from the stock number that it's at to 0.00092. And then the stainless steel temp control is rocking on the crown tank with their stainless steel 0.25 coil heads. I also like the rubber sleeve that it comes with. I'm not a big fan of the bright orange color, but it is a nice durable silicone sleeve, and it will keep your mod safe. If you drop it, the batteries won't come flying out with the back off it, because like I've mentioned in the cons, the magnets on the battery door are just a little weak, and that will come flying off there, and the batteries will come flying out when you drop it. I've done it. It's just going to happen. So it's really nice that they include that silicone sleeve. And finally, guys, the price point. This thing is going for around 50 bucks. Pretty much anywhere on the web, you're going to find it for around 50 bucks. I'm going to point you to vapordna.com. Link will be down in the description down below and up top on the screen here somewhere. They got this for $49.99. It comes in a few different finishes. You got the standard chrome aluminum here. There's a black one, a red one, and I do believe a white version. Now for 50 bucks, you get 200 watts, you get temp control for stainless steel. It's dual 18650. It's got some nice weight to it. It's a quality device, folks. Like I said, it's been my daily driver for a couple months now. It definitely gets the 2 thumbs up. I recommend this product if you are looking to upgrade, if you're looking for something with more power, and maybe you don't want to deal with a DNA 200 just yet. DNA 200 and the eScribe software is a bit complicated for the average user. I would definitely point you in the direction of this Koopor Plus. No, all right, folks, there you have it. That's all I got for you tonight. Koopor Plus, very nice 200-watt device. Definitely check it out. VaporDNA has them for 50 bucks. Pretty much any other website you find them will be right around the $50 mark. Definitely a good product. Go check it out. Pick one up for yourself. That's all I got for you tonight, folks. If you like what you saw, be sure to give a thumbs up or a like down below. Over here, if you're on a laptop or a desktop computer, you'll see a little button that says VaporWood. You can click that, get subscribed up, stay up to date with the videos and the giveaways as I post them. And don't forget, guys, you got 1 week left to get entered in the Inikin Coolfire 4 Plus giveaway. I'm giving away 2 Coolfire 4 Pluses, and I'm giving away an iSub Apex tank and the new iSub S tank. There will be a link below down in the description to that giveaway video. Also, something should pop up on the screen right around now. You can click that and go check out the video, get entered in that giveaway. Like I said, you got 1 more week before I draw the winner on that one. And as always, guys, keep chasing those clouds, my friends. Live long and vapor.